Guys, this is Ayush from Codes Room. So today I am going to teach you that how you can make your own custom table view with Codes Room. So the very first step which you have to do is you have to go on to google.com and you have to type Codes Room. So once you have typed Codes Room, you'll land over to a website, and under the category of courses section, you have to come on to iOS structure with Objective-C. The very next topic is the complete custom table view application in iOS. So onto my previous applications or into my previous videos, you just got to know that I trained you that how to get started, how you can just create your own environment, the Objective-C basics, and the Hello World application, along with a simple table view application in which you can just print your Hello World, and Codes Room is fun. So now it's time that you can create your own custom table view cells so that you can just place your images and you can place your custom text onto it. So let's get started, guys. Take a note that this complete video is very important because whatsoever application you make, this part of the video will be required in, let's say, 70 to 75% of your project development. So guys, let's get started. Let's click onto our Xcode. We'll click as usual on file, we'll click on new, we'll click on project, and then once we have clicked on project, it says the single view application. We click on next. Once we click on next, we write as custom, sorry for the typos, custom table view Codes Room. We'll click on next. We'll click on create onto the repository section, and then we have the complete framework inside of the Xcode, which is being configured just as onto the previous projects as well. Now we have received a class which is by the name of view controller, as I told you into my previous videos as well. So now it's time to just land over directly to main.storyboard, and this is a complete view or this is a complete screen which will be shown to our users. So now it's time to just write table view, just click onto this particular section onto the object library and drag and drop the table view over to the screen. Make sure that your table view covers the complete part of the screen, and once it is covered, just connect the delegate and the data source to the view controller. Once it is connected, just click onto the double part and just create a reference outlet of the table view, which means that I'm now defining that what will be the name of my table view. So I say the name of my table view will be table view, and I've created the outlet of it. Now I click on the single window. I'll go on to viewcontroller.m and just paste this code right here. Now what I'll do is I'll make one array of text which I'm going to print on my complete screen, and I'll make an array of images. So let's do this part. Now I'm just importing a class which will be by the name of custom table view cell. I've not made this class yet. Now I'm just creating this class now. Now let me just make one another array of images. Right. Now I'll create one more class which will be by the name of custom table view cell. I'll right click onto my folder, I'll click on new file, I'll click onto the Cocoa Touch class and I'll write it as the name will be custom cell table view, or you can just write custom cell table view cell or any other name which you might think of. And do note that this will be the subclass of UI table view cell, and don't forget to click on to the XIB option. Now click on next. So once you have clicked on next, we'll click on create, and what it'll do is it will create three files onto my screen that will be like custom cell table view cell.h, m and xib. So guys, here why I have made this class, the reason is that this class is like a custom cell which will be shown onto my complete table view. So this is the cell which will be visible to my users, and now let me just figure it out. So as we just name every particular thing which we make, so let's say we made the reference outlet of the table view as we had named it. So soon the similar way we have to provide the name of the custom table view cell. So let's define the name of the custom table view cell as we define the name of this cell into the identifier. We just write custom cell table view cell, this will be the name of it, and let's define the height of this. Let the height of this will be 100. So now just drag and drop the image view. So whatsoever image we are pasting here, it will be just dropped into our image view section. Just cover this part and now take a label. Once you have taken the label, just stretch it over the screen so that it looks good, and click on to the middle section and write hello. By the way, it will be printing the complete text which I will be writing over to this section. Array data. I'm just now defining the array and the objects it will store. Init with objects. Now I'll just click on, now I'll write coach room, and the another object will be is 1. And now I'll define my another array which will store my image. Now what is the procedure of storing image? I'll click onto the assets file, I'll click onto the plus icon, I'll click onto the import, and I'll drag and drop. You can even drag and drop, and you can just select the any image which you have onto your screen. So let's say I'm selecting the coach room image over here. Now what I'll do is I'll go to my view controller.m file and I'll write it as array image data coach room, because the name of my image is coach room, right? The same thing is happened over this section, and now I have to just land over to my XIB and I have to create an outlet of an image of a label 2, because I have to set the particular value dynamically when this particular cell will be loaded. So I'll click on to this option and I'll go to the .h file. I'll just make an outlet of this image view. Similarly, I'll make an outlet for the label. Just click here, just right click onto it, label name, just copy the name we just made it over here. It was the image view, right? So we just copy the image view over here, and now a complete program is ready. So guys, let's test this program right now. Let me explain you the delegates. What they are doing right now is, so the height forward index path is defining the height of my cell, which will be created onto my screen. Number of rows in section is returning the count of the array data. So let's say it is having hello codes room is 1, so it will return 3 as rows, and this particular section which says cell forward index path, you can now see that my complete program is having the particular part which I wanted to show you, that you can have your own image, your own text at the dynamic